Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh YouTube. Ali here. Basically recording a new video for basically clarification on the prophets of in Islam, and this more or less comes more from a question from Carlos that he had posted about what is a prophet, etc., etc. So I'm going to tie this based on the first video that I had created, which is the video based on the basics of Islam, which is, one of the teachings is to believe in all of the prophets. And what do I mean by when I say that to believe in all the prophets of Allah? Well, basically, what I mean by that is that the different stages in human history, Allah, God, has sent prophets or messengers, as messengers, I should say, for the guidance of mankind. And basically, you have to believe in all of them in general. There are those that are mentioned in the Quran, and those especially you have to believe in. But there are also those that were not mentioned in the Quran. So, basically if someone some scroll or whatever comes out of, let's say, Timbuktu, and some guy there claimed to be a prophet of God, unless his message was teaching against the teachings of one divine being, etc., etc., as all of the other prophets have, you cannot deny that that person may have been a prophet of God. So again, the question is, do we know all the names of the prophets? No, we do not. Again, every nation on earth was sent a prophet. In the Quran, there are a few that are mentioned, and the names of those, I'll read through the list that I have here of the names of the prophets that are mentioned in the Quran. And I apologize if my pronunciation isn't that great. Okay. The very first prophet was Adam alayhi salam, then Idris, Noah, Hud, Saleh, Ibrahim or Abraham, Ismail or Ishmael, Ishaq or Isaac, Yaqub or Jacob, Yusuf or Joseph, Ayub, Sohib, Musa or Moses, Harun or Aaron, Lut or Lot, Yunus or Joan, Al-Yasa, Zulkif, Daoud or David, Sulaiman or Solomon, Leah or Elias, Zachariah or Zacharias, Yahya or John, Isa or Jesus, and Muhammad. May the peace and blessings of God be upon all of them. So basically, those are the names of the prophets that are mentioned in the Quran. And of these, the most important prophets that everyone should know are the prophets Abraham, Noah, Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, and of course Nabi Kareem Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May peace and blessings of Allah be upon all of them. So basically, what is the duty of a prophet? What is their purpose? A prophet is the servant or messenger of God, who receives divine revelation. He basically is a model for all human beings. So he teaches basically the commandments of Allah, from the divine revelation that he's received, to follow the path of righteousness. And just, for my Christian friends, do we worship the prophets? No, we do not. Do we ever consider any of them to be God? No, we do not. Did any of them ever claim divinity? No, they did not. Okay. Then one question that a lot of people ask, when I say that, every nation has had a prophet to that nation, they ask, well, which nation did Muhammad come to? And Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam actually came to all of mankind. He was the seal of all prophets, right? So his nation was the entire world. That was where he came. His message was universal. It was not just for the Arabians. Okay, and then like in today's modern time, there are a lot of people that claim to be prophets, this, that, the other. So some people might ask, well, Ali, how do you know if these people are true prophets or not? Well, actually, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, like I said, was the seal of all prophets. Therefore, there's no prophet to come after him. Okay, the message that he brought, the Al-Quran, was the final word from God to man. It basically had the most complete code of religion, from how you deal with God to how you deal with people to how you deal with animals to how you deal with just everything in general. The Quran has the teachings of everything in there. So whatever message, whatever you're trying to learn, be it whatever, you can find the Quran as a source to teach you that. So this is why the Prophet ﷺ was the last and final messenger. All the other prophets just came with a specific message for their people at that time. Okay, again, the Prophet ﷺ is the seal of all prophets. There is nothing to come after him, no one to come after him. Okay, and a lot of people ask about, well, Jesus ﷺ, he did not die in the Muslim theology. He did not die. So when he comes back, will he be a prophet? And no, he will not be a prophet. Okay, when he comes back on earth, he'll be a regular man like you and I, following the teachings of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and die as a regular man. He will be, however, a leader in Islam. He will be someone that will lead the Muslims when that time comes. However, he'll be no more than a mere man. Okay, and that's what Muslim standpoint is on the return of Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, to the face of the earth. Hopefully that answers the questions about prophethood in Islam and what we believe prophets to be. So with that said, I'd like to end this video, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace and blessing of God be upon each one of you. Assalamu alaikum.